Hey y'all, welcome back to my videos and welcome back to another month of budgeting. I cannot believe it is already July. The year is over halfway gone at this point. I even seen at the store the other day they had fall and Halloween decorations out. Like, this is crazy. Calm down, folks. Pump your brakes. But you know, time flies. So we are going to be setting up another month here. This month's theme or whatever is, of course, red, white, and blue, since it's 4th of July. So we're going to start laying down these stickers. I'm just going to hop on into it so it's not such a long video, because the budget setups tend to kind of be, take a little longer than the other videos. Okay, so here is my setup for July. This is the monthly calendar, and on this is where I keep up with all my spending out of my cash envelopes or my unbudgeted. So that's what it looks like when it's all filled in. I'm gonna have a couple more envelopes this time, and I need to make some new stickers for those. So I'm not gonna put my little category stickers right here, but I do have my bill stickers and subscription. So that's what these look like, and they're kind of messed up where I use them every month. But and I don't know why I wrote them all in one color. I always like to make it like rainbow colored. But anyways, I mark all my bills and my subscriptions on my calendar, and as they clear the bank, I mark those off, and then I also, like I said, keep up with my cash envelopes. Okay, so on the first, I have my mortgage. I hate it doesn't match. Like, it doesn't matter, but I should make some bill stickers with every month's theme and some category stickers. I have a running list of things I need or want to do for my shop in my head, like, all the time. And then I get overwhelmed. Like, there's so many things. I'm like, I'm just not going to do anything because there's so many things I want to do. But anyways, off subject. Okay, on the first, I also have my cell phone bill. And I actually just finished paying my bills for the month because I am a month ahead, so I can check those off. Okay, let's see. Next, my electric bill is on the 5th. I paid it. Seems like there were several on the 5th. What's on the 5th? And then also my HP ink, which is an ink printer ink for your printer. It's a service that for that comes out automatically, so when it goes through the bank I'll check it off. Then we have gas and water on the 10th. Check those off. Also have Netflix on the 10th. Funimation and Prime on the 12th. These little subscription stickers, they were the very first sticker that I made. And honestly, they're not sized exactly right. I didn't, I took these off my page and didn't sell them. But, they need to be resized. They're not exactly the right size here. The only reason I'm using them is because I hate to waste sticker paper, and they're fine for me. I don't care. So I'm trying to get them all used up, and I've about used most of them up, and then I'm going to redo them, and then I'm going to put them on my Etsy shop. I don't know if I mentioned that. I do make stickers for a couple different planners. I hope to add more. I also make budgeting trackers and challenge boxes and stuff, and my Etsy shop's always listed down below. But, so Hulu and Disney on the 19th. And then last subscription is on the 25th, Discovery Plus. Okay. Just stick this, keep these in the front here because I use them throughout the month. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. The next thing I like to do is my monthly budget. Well, let's go ahead and do the dashboard while it's there. Then I'm going to flip it over. Okay, dashboard, I always say this, I don't even use it. I do make stickers for it, and I like to put stickers in because it's pretty, but personally, I never go through and use it like I should. There's a ton of different uses for it. You can look up, you know, all kinds of videos and stuff, and I even give you scripts and little just the little dots there to use, but I never actually use it, but I do decorate it. So anyways, a lot of people keep up with special things through the month, or the things they want to remember, or compare last month and this month. There's 100 different things you could do, but honestly sometimes I just do good to keep up with my budget without adding anything else. So and if y'all don't want to see that behind there, I don't know if you can see it on camera, that dark place behind there, take some white out and go over it, and then that won't show up. Okay, so that's what a dashboard looks like. You could put your little dots in and finish it out, but that's all I'm doing this month. Okay, let's set up our monthly budget. Now I didn't put that in the center, did I? Oh well. I started not attaching the monthly headers or titles to the thick washi here in case somebody wanted to use something for a different month. I didn't want it to say the month, July or whatever month we're on. So those are completely separate. So if you ever want to use a kit for a different month, you can do that. Okay. So for this part, this is the budget for the month of July. And the way I do that is first I list my income. So we're just going to say income number one. What I normally put. Let me flip right here and look. Income number two. And then other. So, honestly, I don't know what to put here this month. We have some changes happening. Income number one's my husband. So, his check is normally $620 times 4, $24.80 is what I'm going to budget. But he is looking into possibly getting a different job. And the pay, we're not sure how that's going to work yet. Hopefully, I never really know what's going to happen with my money. So I always just put 0 here. Hopefully it's a good month. You never know. Now, other could be if I sold something or if I have a kind of another side hustle going on. Well, today I actually got approved for, I've been approved for the Walmart Spark delivery, where you deliver people's orders and groceries, but I've been on waiting list. But I was actually taken off the waiting list today. So hopefully I will have some money come in from there, but I don't know, how or what that'll be. So we're just going to leave that like that. But there is potentially going to be some big changes with our budget this month. That is one good thing about being a month ahead, even though there's going to be some changes. I do know that this month is already taken care of, so those changes aren't going to affect this month. Okay, so our income total, $24.80. Then I list my fixed expenses. A fixed expense is an expense that's, for the most part, should be the same every month. So for me, that is my mortgage, my cell phone, internet, and then all my streaming services, or monthly subscriptions, I should say. All right, there they all are. I'm going to go through here and add all their totals, and then we will add those up. All right, let's add the sticker here, and we will total this up. Draw in some lines. Okay. 645, 60, 59.70, 641, 10.69, 21. 821.34. So that is for our fixed expenses, our expenses that do not change. Now our variable, those are the ones that can, you know, change from month to month. Like maybe your power, your water, you know, those depend on your usage. And then things like maybe your gas, groceries, things like that. Or at least that's what I put on my variable. All right, let's write these down. Okay, so here are my variable expenses. These these numbers came from last month. So I've already saved up all this money. Like these are, a lot of them are my cash envelopes, not these bills here, but like all that's my cash envelopes. I saved for that last month. It's either in my envelopes or it's in the bank. Most of it's in the bank. And so that's where I get these numbers. I make a budget because, and I'll show you, so I can put what I budgeted in the actual to know, do I need to ever adjust it for the next month. But that's where those numbers come from. You know, it takes a couple of months to get your budget exactly like, you know, it needs to be. There's a lot of, and then you'll still have months where it's not exactly right. You know, a budget is always changing, or at least mine is. Okay, let's draw some lines in here. Then at the end of the month, we'll come back in here, we'll write in our actual totals and compare. Then I do have a couple like payday stickers and just little extra fun things there. I'll just add a couple here. Okay, so our monthly budget is set up. Our dashboard is set up. Then we need to do our weekly check-in. I'll put that over here. A weekly check-in is just where I take whatever I'm keeping track of, mostly my cash envelopes. I'm so sorry, I cannot talk and lay down a sticker. But the things I keep track of on the monthly spread, those cash envelopes, I check in every week to make sure I am not spending too much, and that, you know, how much I need to kind of keep week to week to make sure it lasts. Like I can't use all my grocery at the beginning of the month and have none at the end, or my gas, whatever I'm looking at. I just kind of keep a track every month of those categories to make sure I have enough to last through the month, because it's very easy to be like, oh, I have all this money in my grocery budget and go a little crazy in the store, which is easy to do when the things are so expensive at the store. And then at the end of the month, you know, you're eating cereal 3 meals a day. Not really, but you know, it's easy to do. So it's good to keep track of those things. Okay, so that's all that looks like. I'll write in the date here. whatever categories I decide to keep track of. It's always my gas, grocery, and unbudgeted, but we had enough money to fill in a couple of more envelopes, like spending, miscellaneous, things like that that we normally don't get to spend. We had eating out this time. Last month had 5 paychecks, so all of our envelopes got to be stuffed. So I have a couple of different categories that I don't normally get to stuff. So I'll wait and figure that out later. But I'll write how much I spent, the remaining, and if I need to write any little note there. All right, our paycheck breakdown. That's where I take every time we get paid, and I decide where that money's going to go. So this is how I get to be a month ahead. I take every check we get and I break it down into all our different categories and make sure I have enough at the end of the month to cover the next month. So here, we just do like we did before. Income number 1, number 2, and other. What did we say it was? $24.80. So we're budgeting $24.80 here. But like I said, it looks like that's not going to be correct. But that's what we're going with. I'll wait on my lines for right now. Okay, next, we have a little decorative washi here. And now we're going to write down just all of our expenses. Alright, I may have to flip back and forth a little here. Mortgage, cell phone, internet. My internet's technically $59.70, but I just round it up to make it easy. Subscriptions, I just lump them all together and get a total that I need for all of them. So my electric bill, it may change. We're using more electricity. I'm on like a 3-month plan where every 3 months they adjust it, but I'm not exactly sure when that's the next adjustment period's coming, but I think it's coming soon, so I may have to adjust this. I am going down on this for next month to $10 because we're not using any natural gas. That's just the monthly fee they charge you to have it. Water, always do 30. Eating out. Now I'm going to put 200 here, but who knows if we'll get to stuff that. Gas for our cars. We haven't been using as much, but I'm just going to leave it the same because next month, the kids go back to school, everything goes back to normal. So we're just going to keep the budget the same. There's no need to change it for 1 month. Grocery, 700. Spending, I would like 50. That would give me and my husband 25 apiece. But, if there's not enough, a lot of times we don't feel that. I write 50 here for my buffer. I'd like to always keep that in there, but usually just whatever's left out of the check, I just put a little there, and occasionally, you know, through the month, a little here and there, it does add up to make a decent buffer by the end of the month. Sinking funds. Sinking funds is, you never know what's going to go there, just if we have some left. Okay. Let's add those up and get a total. Look how crooked I did it. It didn't look crooked when I had it turned to the side like that. But I was just slowly getting closer and closer. Man, I can't lay down a straight sticker, and I can't make a straight line. Oh well, like I said, nothing about my budget, or just me in general. I'm a mess. That's okay. I hope doing this, and y'all seeing all my mistakes, I hope that makes me relatable. Like, sometimes I watch videos, and I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about anybody, but their videos, everything's perfect. Everything's just absolutely perfect. And my life is not that way, which maybe, I mean, nobody's life is perfect, but I don't know, sometimes, you know, just, you feel like you can't relate to those people, or at least I do. But, I hope when y'all see me and my budget and my life, you'll see it's messy. Life is messy. And y'all, you know, maybe you can relate to that. Maybe not. Okay. Got my lines. Let's add it up. 645. 60 and 60 is 120. 57. 179. 10. 230. 580. 700. 50. 40. 50. That is all. 2661. Okay, so when my first check, or my husband's first check, whatever, comes in, I will write the amount, and then I will take this. I have 4 checks this month, or that's what we normally have if nothing changes. I will divide it by 4, and that's how much each check I will put to get the total amount by the end of the month. Okay, the last thing I'm going to show you is my expense tracker. This is where I keep up with everything going on in my bank account, just like when we all used to keep checkbook ledgers. But is that crooked? Probably. Anytime we swipe a card, a bill goes through. If I take out money from my envelopes, transfer money to my savings, whatever happens in my bank, in my checking account, gets put here, and then I'll always have a balance, and I'll know exactly what's in there. Before we started budgeting, we used to swipe our card left and right all day. You'd look 1 minute, and you know, you might have a decent amount in the bank. Then you'd look the next, and you were negative or almost negative, and you know, I'd start kind of flipping out. But we would never keep track of our balance. We just swiped a card all the time, and I don't know what we were thinking. I guess that's how we kind of got in the shape we were in for a while. But you know, we would never know what was in our account. But now I know exactly what's going on. And you know, occasionally something will slip up. Last month we had something renew that's like a yearly renewal, and it messed us up. But for the most part, you know, I know what's going on in the bank. and I know how much money is in the bank. We're not just, I want to tell you, very rarely do we swipe cards anymore, since we have envelopes and stuff, and we have a plan for our money. We don't just swipe. Let's say we don't just swipe our card, but everybody, has things that come up or things they want. But it's a lot less than what it used to be. And a lot of times it's planned and thought out before you just swipe it. So, but anyways, there's my lines. There's my budget. That's what it looks like this month. So I'll flip back through. We have the expense tracker, paycheck breakdown, weekly check-in, the budget, the dashboard, the monthly spread. So I know that was kind of a long video. I thank you so much for sticking with me through it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel if you would, if you'd like to. I'd really appreciate your support. But either way, thanks for being with me. I will see y'all in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye, y'all.